Next up is Persia. Persia is a tier 1 god civ. They are absolutely incredible. I love Persia. Playing Persia is a treat. I have lots of amazing games of Persia up on my YouTube if you want to go see them. If you want to see Persia in action and see why they're so ridiculous. It's a combination of things with Persia, right? First and foremost is the Immortal. This is probably the part of Persia that is the most impactful. This is a 12 combat strength spearman. Again, warriors can be taking runes to upgrade to spearmen, so you often get one of these just by scouting around with your warrior. They heal at double rate, which is okay, which is really good for clearing barb camps. It lets you get influence very early. It means they're a lot more durable outside of your borders, which is often what you're doing with spearmen at the get-go anyways. They're also extremely good for getting tribute because of the increased combat strength, and it's often worth teching for the tech to build spearmen as Persia and pumping out 1 or 2 of these just to really get the tribute train going. And when you're tributing, you can tribute. If you have enough immortals early, you can actually tribute workers out of city-states at 4 or more pop, so you can very easily get your empire rolling in ways you wouldn't be able to do without using without getting that early tribute. Very, very strong unit for combat. It's strong enough as well that versus flatland cities or even flatland city-states, you can player cities or city-states rather, you can often use them to slam into cities, and all around just a very, very nice early spearman upgrade. Additionally, Persia has some really good bonuses in here. Golden Ages are just inherently 50% longer. Often in the early game you will generate a Golden Age before the medieval era, or right around the medieval era, just from your base happiness and the happiness you're getting as you put your luxuries online and do some trading with players in the early game. So often in the early game you're going to get this bonus, and during a Golden Age your units are +1 movement and +10% combat strength. Both of these are great. The combat strength bonus is maybe less consequential than the other bonus, but it's still quite nice. It's just a passive 10% combat strength for all their units. And the units moving triple is huge. This means that your units can move across hills and still attack. Your archers can move and shoot across hills. Your artillery late game, or your catapult early game, or your trebuchets mid game can move, set up, and shoot. You can generate Golden Ages on demand by popping Great Artists. And the Great Artist normally is a 6-turn Golden Age. With Persia, it's a 9-turn Golden Age. So you can take advantage of this if you're planning to go to war and just really utilize this bonus. This is great. Stacks with Chichen Itza, and it stacks with the Freedom Policy that also gives longer Golden Ages. So in the late game, if you are prioritizing those bonuses, you can pretty much hit permanent Golden Age from probably around late Industrial to the end of the game, to late Info Era War if you're saving artists and prioritizing the longer Golden Ages, which means that you will have extra culture, extra movement, extra combat strength, extra gold throughout large portions of the late game and a couple times throughout the early and mid game. This is an incredible bonus. Very, very, very good. Finally, they have yet another great bonus. They have a bank replacement that gives more gold in the bank and has happiness built into it. Banks are actually something that players tend to build. They're not as obscure as opera houses or amphitheaters or something like that. Banks are fairly approachable to do, and this bank gives happiness, and happiness is happiness and gold, which are both very important for your empire. Overall, these bonuses combine just to make an extremely strong civ. Persia's a joy to play. They just feel, you get the culture policies faster, you get the extra movement, your units are stronger. They just feel like a very just fun civ to play.